Hey, today we're going to be making smoked baby back ribs on a gas grill. Go ahead and click that like button, and if you like this content, click the subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell to be notified of new content. Let's go ahead and get started. Hey YouTube, this is Robert from Sherburne Outdoors. Today we're doing a couple different things. It's football Saturday. My beloved dogs are playing Clemson tonight, and I thought I'd do a couple videos on some things that we're doing today. One is we are making smoked baby back ribs on a gas grill. It sounds like, you know, that's an odd thing. Maybe I need to be cooking these for 20 hours on a green egg or something like that. But in reality, a gas grill works really good for this. So it takes about an hour and a half total process. And there's 3 stages, and we'll go through it all today. First thing we have is we have our ribs. Got a couple of these. We'll be going ahead and putting these with some sweet heat. I'll water this down in a second. We'll go ahead and baste these, and we'll put these in the refrigerator for a couple hours and just let the stuff really absorb into it. The other piece we got is we got some apple smoked smoking chips that we'll actually put into the smoker box in my grill. It's actually built for this, so we'll actually give them some smoking flavor. Got a lot of Reynolds wrap. We'll need the apple juice, which is stage 2, where we actually wrap the ribs, put them back in there in kind of a boat, and this actually puts all the sugar into the ribs. Got some really good Memphis-inspired rib sauce, and we got some water, which we're going to soak the ribs in, or smoke the chips in, and then let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is open up these chips, get them in here, and we're going to let them just soak in here. And the reason we do that is these will get in here, and when they go and burn, they really smoke, and they put out a lot of actual smoke in the smoker box. They'll go. But you need to let these things really soak for a couple hours. Next piece we're going to do, once these are now soaking, is actually go over here to the sink really quick. We're going to lather these up, and then we're going to put in our sweet heat sauce around these and get this going. Okay, got it. It's nice and wet now. Let's go ahead and rip off this bag here. And this is one of these things that you can, you know, really douse it in there pretty good. I kind of pour it on like so on both sides and kind of water it around, get it in there really good and tight. And put it around. Flip it over, put some on the back side as well, and get it all in here. And again, this is sweet heat from Twisted Q. I bought this at Kroger. It wasn't very expensive. I like using this though, and get it all over the meat. Makes a bit of a mess, but it'll be really good. Just kind of put it here, put it over here, get it all up in here. There we go. Nice and good. And so now that we got this completely covered, and I got some extra left that I'll use for the next time, I'm gonna go over and wash my hands off really quick, and then we're gonna put it in some plastic wrap, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator. Okay, let's get out some plastic wrap here. Let's get this first guy, get him nice, and then good and wrapped. All right, we'll go ahead and wrap the second guy too. Okay, they're all set. When we come up next, we'll be out at the grill in a couple hours, and we'll start the next process. See you then. All right, hey YouTube. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours now since we rubbed the ribs and got everything ready to go. These chips are really wet. We filled in the box here. I tell you what, probably the best thing to do is let me turn the camera around, kind of walk you around the setup here, and let's go ahead and get started, get everything lit up. Okay, YouTube. We're at my built-in Weber Summit grill. This has been several years old. This is on my back patio deck. So I got this set up. This is actually built with a smoker box built in. So this is on the side. It's got its own flame down here on the right. And so I've got these soaked in here. We're going to go ahead and get them fired up so we can get some flames on them. Get that all set up. So now there's a flame underneath going strong down there. It'll get that really hot, and these, over time you'll start seeing. So let's let that get heated up. Let's go ahead and fire up the grill and let it get moving as well. So we're just going to get this heated up. Get everything moving. Put it on some low settings. We don't need to get it super hot. This is more of a time process. Let's get it down there, get it moving, and I'll come back out here and show some video once we get some smoke coming out of these flames, and we'll go ahead and get everything ready to go to throw the ribs on for stage 1. Okay, YouTube, it's been about 10 minutes. This thing's starting to bake here. We got apple smelled chips, and how they smell great. All right, so this is starting to smoke inside of here. So we've got our 2 slabs of ribs that we cut up this morning. We're going to go ahead and put these on here, and we're going to flip them. This is going to be phase 1. We're going to flip these every 7.5 minutes for 30 minutes, and then we're going to take them out and put them into apple boats. You'll see what I'm talking about, made of aluminum foil. All right, so these guys are in here. We've got the smoke going here, nice. We'll go ahead and kick in the clock and come back here and flip them over in a few minutes. See you then. Okay, it's been 7.5 minutes. We got a smokestack coming out of here. These guys are starting to show a little bit. We'll flip them over here. You see how we're starting to get a little bit of cooking in them. So we're still in stage 1 here, getting these guys going. So we'll come back in 7.5 minutes. Okay, it's been another 7.5 minutes. Still smoking away here. Let's just flip them back over. Again, we're still in stage 1. Got 15 more minutes total, 7.5 each side, and then we'll move to what I call the aluminum boat piece. All right, see you guys in 7.5 minutes. Okay, this is our last flip of our first phase. These are starting to come along. They're looking really good. Let's go ahead and flip these guys over. Get that last piece cooking. So this will be the last flip. And when they come out of here, what we're going to do next is we're going to put them into these little boats here. I'm going to put them in these little boats, and we're going to coat them in apple juice. This will, and then we're going to put them back in there, and the apple juice will start boiling. And it'll cause the sugar to be absorbed into the ribs, and it just makes it great. So about 7.5 more minutes, and then we'll get started with that. See you in a few. Okay, first 15-minute stages are up. Let's go ahead and take these guys out. Oh yeah, they're getting really good. Let's put this first guy in his boat. Go in this right here. Yeah, go there. Maybe I made the boat too small. See if this guy fits in here. Let's switch them up. Okay, so let's go ahead now and take this, and we're going to pour apple juice all over it. We'll get it nice and saturated, and we're going to have it all down in the reservoir there at the bottom. Let's do the same thing over here. This is going to boil sugar that's in the apple juice will boil up into the ribs. So let's get this guy up. Got a little extra room in here. We can pop this thing up. We need to here. There we go. Get him fitting really good. Okay. Put just a little bit more on here. All right, and then what I do here is I usually wrap this up around here, and I kind of just fold it. It's a little bit of a mess. So we'll fold it over this way, and I just kind of make almost like a bun out of it. You know, it's like a cocoon where it's just nice, where there's not really a lot of air holes, and that stuff can get in there and it can boil. Do the same thing over here. Move this guy into the center, lift him up, get him nice and tucked in, and then we will wrap that over the top, wrap the side, and we'll wrap this under the bottom and get it good in there. So now, we're just going to take these over here, drop them back on the grill. Same thing here. Get these guys set up, and we're going to set a timer for 30 minutes, and we come back. Now, one thing to note is after 30 minutes, these are probably worn out. So about 15 minutes into this, I will repack these with these and get the smoke going. So when we start our next stage, where we bring them out of these boats and we start putting barbecue sauce on them, putting them back in here, it'll be ready to go. See you in 30. Okay, the boats are done. Let's pull them up. Starting to get our smoke coming out of here. Let's go ahead and get these guys unhooked from here and get them out so that we can sauce them up. Look how pretty that looks. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out a little bit. Drain him off. Put him over here. We're going to have him sit right there for a second, and then we're going to put barbecue sauce all over and put him back in here. We're going to start that process. All right, so this is stage 2 is now over. Let's just bring this guy out. Pull him up. Let those sit there for just 1 second. I'm going to put you up right here. You can kind of see what's going on. We're going to take those aluminum out of here. The way I do that is I actually have another pan here. And we're just going to pull this guy off, slide him right in there so we don't make a mess. Nice and simple. The exact same thing for this other one. And then you're good to go. Okay. One last thing. Alright, so now we got these guys going. I'm going to put a stand in here. So that's what I use for beer butt chicken. But we're going to take these guys, I'm going to flip them over really quick on their back side. And you can start seeing, if we look really quick, you start seeing the bones are coming out. So they're really starting to cook really good and thorough. So let's go ahead, and I've got some Memphis barbecue sauce, Memphis inspired barbecue sauce I bought. Looks really good. It's really sweet. And we're just going to douse these things. I'm just going to get them completely covered, and then going to do both sides. Flip this guy over, and really put it in there. And then we're going to put it on the grill, and we got 30 more minutes of cooking to do. And so once these are done, they're really good. So and this is how you cook. You know, you don't have to have a big smoker. At least I don't have one. It might be nice to have one, but I don't have one. So we're going to do the exact same thing over here. Get these guys all lathered up, and then we're going to put them on the grill and get that, and set the timer and get some things going. And we're just going to continue when they're on the grill to lather them up. Keep them so they're nice and moist. You just can't use enough sauce in this particular case. Alright, that looks really good. Alright, so let me grab the camera here. Alright, so we're going to take this guy, and we're just going to sit him up right there. And that worked really well. Sit him up right there. We're going to do the exact same thing with this guy. So we're going to sit him on the other side. And so they're now leaning up against this. Not really well. Okay, that worked incredibly poor. Put that guy like that. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go like this. And we'll go like this. There we go. We just want them upright so they'll just continue to cook. Alright, so now we got this guy set up. Let's set the timer for about 5 minutes, and we'll come back in. See you in a few. Alright, we're getting a little further along. These things are starting to look great. Let's just get some more sauce on here, and let's kind of douse these things a little bit and keep them moist as they continue to cook here. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Do that on both sides here. Back up. Alright, this will probably be the last time I might do this. It's just there. Got the temperature just right in here, and so they're cooking just right. Okay. All right, see you in a few. All right, these are almost done. Ah, they look good. It's been cooking away. Got the smoker going really strong here. So I think about 5 more minutes and we'll take them off the grill. See you in a few. Okay, all right, YouTube. This is the final piece. Let's go ahead and get these ribs out of the grill. Ooh, they look good. Got the woods on fire over here as well. What is going on over there? Oh yeah, that's good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and peel these off. Put them over here on the plate and let them cool off. Oh, this is good looking stuff. Look at that. Ooh wee. All right, so that takes about an hour and a half of cook. We did 30 minutes with just the ribs by themselves with the rub. And then we did 30 minutes with the ribs in the boat with the apple juice. And then 30 minutes with the ribs coated in the Memphis style barbecue sauce. Hey, if you like this content, go ahead and click the like button as well as the subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell to be notified of new content when it's available. Hey, thanks and have a great day. And go dogs.